So we're joined here today with the data download for Japan. Global should be coming off of maintenance sometime soonish, I want to say. Usually it's maybe about 2 hours. And the most interesting thing I want to get into is this new category label, Uncontrollable Force. Let's hop over to Dokkan Wiki and check it out. I guess we could speculate on what uncontrollable force really means. We're seeing a lot of the Boo characters here, and the Boo characters, if you remember the arc itself, were under a type of control. Later on, they went on to kill Bobbity and become sort of rogue villains, just following their own will. I think that is mostly what this is going to be. I mean, the Broly characters are going to be on there, and for everyone who's seen the Broly movies, which is like everyone at this point, he's one of the most popular characters in the series. This is a character who is mind controlled and then goes on a rampage, right? Same thing with Cell Max, released by Magenta, goes on a rampage. Same thing with Hirudegarn, released by Spooky Wizard Man, goes on a rampage. And what does that mean long term for the character class, I guess, itself? I guess what it means is we're going to have a team that just lacks any sort of consistency. But I guess bright side, this character, this character, this character, this character, yada yada, should all be on artificial life forms. And if you saw the teaser for this celebration, hey, who's that right there? This feels like it almost certainly confirms Bio Broly as the Part 2 DFE. Shout out Future here. Artificial Life Form, Uncontrollable Forces, Resurrection Warrior, Movie Bosses. Hey, doesn't maybe they don't read Resurrection. Is he here anywhere? Where does he? Who does this guy lead again? He leads Otherworld Warriors, right? Oh no, Resurrected Warriors right there is in his category type. Well, yeah. So Bio Broly Part 2 DFE is almost certainly confirmed now. There's basically no doubt. If they made this category to not release anything, that'd be insane. That said, I guess Second Coming Broly should always also be on Resurrected Warriors, right? Isn't that his whole thing? Because he gets cooked by the punch and then comes back. Here he is. He should also be on Resurrected Warriors, right? I could be completely misremembering the movie. Oh, whatever. I guess they don't switch over here. I'll go check one sec. Yeah, here it is. He is on Resurrected Warriors, which is the partial tag of the Int Boo character. So going back to this Bio Broly, that is what that means. That means this is either a Bio Broly, Artificial Life Forms, Uncontrollable Forces, and Resurrected Warriors lead, who could fit all of the Brolys onto his leader skill in the Part 2, or it is a Second Coming Broly lead, who will, again, fit all of these characters onto his Uncontrollable Forces lead. Up until now, this seems like a mostly useless tag. I don't want to be too mean because we don't know what this celebration is going to look like. We don't know who's going to Easy A. There's so many Easy A-able characters here. But let's speculate on what kinds of characters we could get going forward, because I think this is the most interesting part here, is that Majin Buu and his various forms have gotten a celebration. Obviously not Kid Buu. Broly has now gotten several characters. Obviously Super Heroes has gotten a billion characters, but I mean, this could be a hint at us getting some Android Saga content at some point, right? Like, I feel like we've never really had a big time 17 and 18 unit. This unit got Easy 8 and this was good. Is still a dodge character, so still could be good as a support. This character is obviously a gimmick unit. 2021 means they could Easy A, right? I think this would be super cool to get as like a premium character, because this art is some of the best in the game to me. Really interestingly, if we come over here as well, this Janemba is due for an Easy A. This is a character who's guarding all attacks in slot 1 and 2. He's a character that can nullify Ki Blast supers. He's a character who has a rage mode right here. And he is a character who is on movie bosses. I think this just makes the most sense. He's from 2022, which is, because his counterpart, which is the Fusing Gogeta, is up for an Easy A as well if they want to do it. And this is just one of those characters who could slot right into this celebration. I mean, when is Janemba going to get another celebration? You could say they're saving him for the 10th anniversary when they know that do Super Vegito and Super Gogeta as the dual Dokkan Fest, but I just think that this is one of those cases where if they're not going to do a direct celebration for him, then this movie boss's buff that also hits this new category makes the most sense, right? He's right here. The 17 is also right here. Maybe that's the GT stuff we'll get at some point. This is a category with so much potential. He's that Majin Vegeta. Again, Majin Vegeta hasn't gotten touched in so long, it feels like. Since I've been playing, there's not been a good Majin Vegeta. And the final thing I want to take a look at is because this is a bit of controversy. You know, the Dokkan Twitter community can never stay quiet for long. We've got 0.2 seconds of the Goku gut punch that drops Broly, and people are complaining about its look. Let's see. Okay, we got Grocery Prod. Looks good, looks good. And here he comes. Now, that shot looks pretty good to me. This shot looks so good, man. Comes in sliding, and you can see that's a cut. People are thinking that this goes straight into this. This is almost certainly just a raw cut and an explosion. Another cut, it looks like. Now, I don't want to be too negative when it comes to this because I think people are just bitching. I mean, maybe they spent all of their money on Broly's animations, but I don't know if we'll get another Super Trunks, Sort of Hope Trunks rather. His final slash animation kind of fizzling out, but we'll see. I don't think so. I mean, all of the other assets for the celebration look good so far. Like, yeah, I don't know. All the other assets look good. It seems like we're getting a banner unit as well on that in that trailer. Some premium stones, a bunch of tickets. Looks like the tickets will be plentiful here. And I wonder if this is almost on the level of anniversary due to it being a sync celebration. Because, man, I'm gonna go look at some assets. It looks amazing. I would say this is probably a banner unit. And I don't know, because he looks amazing here. It would be crazy if they made this dude look so fucking cold and then drop the ball on the actual gut punch. But we'll see. You know, you never know with Dokkan. Sometimes they just decide to wake up and pitch that bitch behind them. Either way, we all gonna make it, man. Peace.